Hi, my name is Rebecca and welcome to Yarn and Pajamas. Today is a week number 10 of hashtag 3D for you and me, which is a make-along that was started by Donna at Gabbing Grammy, Ashley at Stitchin Ain't Easy, and Neva at Manic Mama Musings. So these ladies got together and decided to do this make-along where you just make one square a week from this book, 3D Granny Squares. So I got my book at Joann's, but I'll leave a link down below for the Amazon. You can also get this from your local library. You know, let's support our libraries. They are struggling. And if they don't have a copy, ask if they can get it on an interlibrary loan. You can also borrow it digitally through your state's digital library if they have it available. My state, Indiana, does have it available, so if you live in Indiana, you use the Indiana Digital Consortium as your digital library, there is a copy on there. So this week number 10 square started off a little wonky, so I'll tell you what I did first. A little backstory. So a couple weeks ago, I went through the book and just picked out some random squares that I liked to see if they hit like the 100 stitches, which is what I want, or if I could make them by using a different square to hit the 100 stitches. So I just found like a couple. I wrote them down, wrote the colors down that I needed for them, and then just stuck them in the yarn where I keep my yarn. That way I could just go to it and pull it out, and I wouldn't have to, lug my book up and down the stairs all of the time. Well, I had made the bobble square for week number 9, and I looked around and I was like, oh, well, there's another square on here that takes the same color yarns. But really it doesn't. I wrote down the wrong colors of yarn for it. So I didn't realize it, and I started working, and I was like, well, this is telling me to use this color, and it's not what I want. So I looked at my book, and I was like, yep, this is not right, this is not right. So I scrapped it all, and I started over. So I decided to make this cute little turtle square. Here he is. He was quite tedious to make, I won't lie, because each round here in the middle part is, switching colors. It got annoying after a while, but it really does make him pop out really good with all those different colors in his shell. So for the hook, I used a 2.75 millimeter hook for this one. And I won't lie, I had to shoot this middle part with quite a bit of steam. It was kind of really stiff because the stitches were so tight, but just with a little bit of steam, it loosened right up. It's so soft. It's not holey or anything like that. So steam really is a yarn's best friend. So for the yarns, this blue is DMC Natura Just Cotton Impression. The rest of it is Paintbox Cotton DK. So we got this dark green right here. It's called Racing Green, R-A-C-I-N-G. Train. We've got that little strip of brown. You can see it. It is, I think, coffee bean. Then that next color of green on the inside of the turtle shell is called grass green. And then the turtle's head and limbs, it's called lime green. And then for his face, I used like a little piece of this black. It's called pure black. So there he is. Very pretty. So I did stop. In the pattern book, it calls for him to have another round, but I stopped at the one where it has 100 stitches. So he's a little bit smaller than what the book intends, but he is just a tad bit smaller than some of my other squares, but he'll stretch out. And the only other thing that I did that was not in the pattern was, you see how his turtle shell pokes out. It was concaved, so I just made a circle. I made his bottom shell basically and just sewed it on. I put like a little bit of fiber feel, that way when it's part of a blanket and it's laying next against you, it's like, it just feels like a blanket and not like a pocket of air. So in my bee bag here, I do have next week's colors all picked out and ready to go, and I will give you a sneak peek there. Oops. Can you see there? There we go. That's next week's square. And I will put some pictures at the end of like just various stages of making the turtle. If you guys are interested in making it, you can see how it came together. So until next week for week number 11, I'll see you guys later. Bye.